we are looking at who should conduct a risk assessment. So risk assessment is conducted by supervisors, OHS representatives, the person appointed with the responsibility of machinery, OHS coordinators, external advisors. They conduct this what? Risk assessment. So you are in which capacity doing this?
Manager.
Oh, you are the manager,
Which is
rep, or you are the
no,
rep,
not the rep.
safety
The
officer.
assistant, yeah.
Oh, you are assisting the safety officer. So that's wonderful. So we have big people. All right. So you guys, it's a mandatory. I think you have heard it. Ne? It's mandatory that you must perform what? Risk assessment. Managers, remember, it depends with which level, isn't it? But we have managers who are appointed under what? Under 16 point what? 16.2 is the general what? Manager, isn't it? Then we have those who are appointed under 8.1 as line managers.
How did you know you 16?
No, the sections, I know the sections, how people are appointed. So you know now, the thing is now, if you are appointed a high specialist 60.2 is a problem. You must really implement what we are discussing. All this that we are discussing, it's a must implemented. Are you getting it? So risk assessment process. How do we do the risk assessment? Step one is by obtaining information. So you cannot just wake up and go to the what we call to the warehouse. As I have said, if you have scheduled the visits in the workshop, they will say, okay, do you know that the manager is coming? The safety officer is coming. Then they start prepare. You won't see anything. You just see like everything is what? It's okay. So information is the key. So that sometimes you do an announced visit. Then as well as to read. If you buy an overhead crane, don't just buy it and let the installer put it and call the trainer to train the operators. Yourself read the manufacturer's manual so that you have information in terms of how is it serviced. What are the requirements of its safety standard? Because that manual comes with the machinery, which means whatever procedure that have to be created, they are aligned to what? To the manufacturer. Because we have problems with a lot of companies where you find that they have existing procedures, but they are against the machines that they have. Because manufacturers, they are saying something, them they are saying differently. Why? They are not reviewing their procedures based on their improvement. So as we improve, so it's like, for example, if you have those old cars that we need to make sure that we hit them before we start, we do whatever. Otherwise, now we have modern cars. Let it be reviewed there so that people cannot do the same procedure, damaging the machine because they are following what you have written in your procedures. So information is the key. If you are not a mechanic, sit with the mechanic. The mechanic will tell you this and this, this and this. This is what have to be done so that we have all the information that we can. So information is obtained through physical inspection, yourself, questioning, asking people, guys, what are challenges you are having? No, this and this and this and this and this, this and this, this and this. You got it. Okay, guys, what is the safest way of doing this? This and this is so you get questions and people they answer you records, looking at records of your company. Check, okay, what are the problems and challenges that our company has been facing? What was the root cause of such? So that you can be able to do you can obtain that information. So obtaining of information, normally we look at production flow diagram for areas. So if our production was very low, quickly is high. Let us not just celebrate. Let us also look as it goes high. Are they not negative impacts? And what makes it a sudden change is indeed that people now are working like what? Like animals. So we have to look at, are we not violating certain thing in achieving this thing? So that we leave a balanced what? A balanced equation. So that everyone's right is what? Is maintained during the process. So that is why we have to look at production flow areas, diagram, then the buildings. We have what you call the building regulation or the facilities regulation. So all our facilities must be as per those what? Regulations. Then documentation such as your standard operating procedures, your written safe working procedures, your company policies, your emergency plan, your incident and accident register, your material safety data sheets, now is called safety data sheets, then our production plans. So whoever who is performing risk assessment, these documents are your playgrounds. You must understand them so that you'll be able to create awareness, isn't it? Because we say the first thing is knowledge before you share it. You cannot just wake up and share knowledge that you don't have because we create a disaster as a problem, isn't it? Yes. So know it, walk the way, lead the way, then call others. So that is what it means to perform this risk assessment. So that is the first step in risk assessment. Is there any questions in such regard?